October 1963, a guy named Guy flew around Cuba. He sent people to fly around Cuba, you know, I mean, these guys don't do their own dirty work. And they saw Cuban missile silos. And naturally they said, oh, hell. So of course the natural response is to go to the president. And JFK says, well, that's pretty screwed up. And he calls Khrushchev. And he says, hey, what's been going on over here? I mean, do you know anything about this? And Khrushchev says, and hangs up. Like, and kind of plays dumb. So JFK calls Castro, which is weird because everyone said embargo, you know, we don't even know how to contact Cuba anymore, but you know, JFK did. He was the president. And shut up!
Don't you talk to him like that.
So JFK calls Castro, and Castro's all like, no, I know nothing about missiles. But it was bullshit, because Castro's a fucking liar. He's lying. I'm aware that my Cuban accent is bad, but my Russian accent's pretty good. So Nikita Khrushchev is all like, we have no missiles in Cuba. And JFK's like, I don't play that shit! I don't play that shit. So and then Cuba's like, okay, that was unnecessary. And Khrushchev's just like, you know what? I'm about to say, fuck this. Seriously, to hell with all this bullshit. I'm about to blow the shit out of America. And JFK says, no, I ain't about to be playing that bullshit. And JFK was all like, you know what, hell with it, I don't give a shit. Whatever, you know, you guys want to destroy each other, it's cool, not on my watch. So he steps in, and so you got Khrushchev on one side, you got Castro on one side, and they're like, blow shit up! And then JFK said, no. He said, no, I don't play that shit. And Khrushchev said, you know what? This is stupid. This is just stupid. Why are we going to try to go to war for? Why are we going to try to? Why are we gonna try to go to war for Cuba? Seriously, it's like a little like if Florida just like jizzed out a load, that's what Cuba is. Cuba is Florida jizz. And Russia came to that realization. They said, you know, I mean, it was kind of nice dreaming that we might get like this tropical place. So Khrushchev did the noble thing, and he said, John, I understand. Your ideology is bullshit. Capitalism oppresses the weak man. But at the same time, and I hate to say it, I'm gonna have to take a capitalist interest here and say we have no interest in Cuba. I mean, their cigars are good, but really, what the hell else is there? I don't like sunburns, I don't like cancer, I don't like melanoma. You guys can keep that shit. And the Spaniards that colonized Cuba, you know, they're adept to that shit already. It's that whole Mediterranean climate. So really, you know, a lot of people say JFK prevented that whole war, but it was just kind of like Khrushchev got greedy and then realized he was full of shit. He was just so excited to have allies. You know, he was so excited, like, oh shit, Castro's on my side. Like, you know, I'd rather have Che Guevara, but, you know, I'll take what I can get here. And then he realized Castro was kind of a dick. Like, oh, we have one export. It is cigars, you know. Cubans sound like Russians. I assume they're all the same. Everyone wants to say that JFK prevented nuclear war because that was literally the closest anyone ever came to nuclear war. They had missiles. 90 miles from Miami. That's an hour and a half drive from here to Cincinnati. And I mean, I would love to blow up Cincinnati. And really, if any city in Ohio needs to be blown up, it's Cleveland. Everyone claims JFK like prevented this nuclear war with diplomacy, but really it was Nikita Khrushchev. That was all. You know what? All right, I get it. I kind of went in over my head a little bit. I'm gonna back up a little. I'm gonna focus on the Ukraine. I'm gonna focus on enslaving the Chechens, and to hell with them. So JFK, he was just kind of there. And Khrushchev was the one who really realized that, you know, maybe I've outstepped my bounds a little bit. For sure. For sure. For sure.